Hello children, I hope you are feeling happy and strong. Welcome to this special English hour where we will learn lots of new things and have lots of fun. Are you ready? Let's get started. Now, let's learn some new words. Bows, 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 buds, 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 beams, 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 drowsy, 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 lullaby, lullaby.
Importance of trees. Trees are very important to keep the world beautiful. Trees have an invaluable importance in human life. Since the beginning, trees have provided for all our needs. In today's world, their value too. Trees contribute to the environment by providing oxygen, improving air quality, climate control, conserving water, preserving soil, and supporting wildlife. Many living species live in trees. It forms a natural habitat for many animals, birds, and insects. They give us air, foods, shade, medicines, and tools. Trees help to balance the ecosystem. They save us from the harmful radiation of the sun. Trees have the power to calm our senses and bring positivity. Our dependence on trees has not reduced. In fact, we are more dependent on trees than ever before. Our needs have become so high that we have started cutting down huge swaths of forest for the expansion of human habitat. More and more trees are being cut down to accommodate the needs of humans. But in fact, this causes humans suffering as the supply of oxygen decreases. Many animals lose their habitats and also move towards extinctions. Cutting of trees has also disturbed the water cycle, which has reduced the rainfall, increased soil erosion, and pollution. Trees need to be conserved as they play a pivotal role in our ecosystem. They are our natural carbon takers, which mean they take in carbon and store it within. This not only reduces the carbon dioxide in our environment but also impacts the greenhouse gases. We should take it as a responsibility to plant more and more trees. Each one of us may plant trees regularly and take care of them too. Each neighborhood may conduct planting activities regularly. School management may have drive for their students to teach them the importance of trees. The importance of trees has been emphasized from time to time. It is now time that we realize that cutting trees is a threat to our own life. The loss of trees will need to be compensated by planting more and more trees and to keep the environment clean. Not only are trees are essential for life, but also they are the longest living species on earth. They are the link between the past, the present, and the future.
Now, let's do another quick exercise. On your screens, you will see names of different months. What you have to do is try to guess what is the season in the months given below. अभी आपको आपके स्क्रीन्स पे कुछ महीने दिखाई देंगे. आपको गेस करना है कि इन महीनों में कौन सा सीजन होता है. Are you all ready? Let's get started. Children, I hope you were able to guess all the seasons. Let's have a look. The first set is March, April and May. Can you all guess what this season is? Yes, this is a season that most of us enjoy, and it is summer. We all love this season because we don't have to go to school and we usually visit our native place, or we just stay at our homes and we get to play a lot. Other than that, this season is also our favorite because our favorite fruit comes around this year, which is mango. So from March to May, we have summer season. Next is June, July, August. And here we have the monsoons. After the scorching heat that we bear till May, we finally get the blessings of the rain and we are very pleased, aren't we? Now, let's move to the third set. Here we have September, October and November. Now, this season falls just before December. So, it is not very cold, but neither is it very hot. This season is called autumn. Do you know what autumn is? Autumn is the season where trees start shedding their leaves, because after that new leaves start coming. So, season from September to November is known as autumn. Finally, we have December, January and February. This is my favorite season because this is the time of winter. A lot of festivals fall during this period. Other than that, the climate is very pleasant. It is not hot, it is not raining too much, and we are not sweating. And we also have another favorite fruit that comes during this season, and that is strawberry. This is the most pleasant season of the year, and that is winter. I hope you were able to guess all the seasons, and if you weren't, you were able to learn something new. Today's poem is called Trees Are the Kindest Things I Know, and this poem talks about the importance of trees. The poem is called Trees Are the Kindest Things I Know, and it is written by Harry Ben. Please open page number 13 of your textbook. I will read this poem and I would request you to point at the words in the poem as I read them. If you don't have a textbook, listen to me carefully. Trees are the kindest things I know. They do not harm, they simply grow and spread a shade for sleepy cows and gather birds among their boughs. They give us fruit in leaves above and wood to make our houses of, and leaves to burn on Halloween, and in the spring new buds of green. They are the first when days begun to touch the beams of morning sun. They are the last to hold the light when evening changes into night. And when a moon floats on the sky, they hum a drowsy lullaby of sleepy children long ago. Trees are the kindest things I know. Children, why do you think the poet says that trees are kindest? He says so because they help us in many ways. They never harm anyone. They just grow and benefit others. We can rest under the shade of a tree on a hot summer day. Birds build their nests on trees. They give us fruits to eat and wood to build our houses. The poet also says that on Halloween we burn their dry leaves which fall on the ground. Do you know what Halloween is? Halloween is a festival that is celebrated in Western countries. It falls on 30th of October every year. Did you know that on Halloween people dress up in different costumes and go out in the night? So here the poet says that on Halloween we burn their dry leaves which fall on the ground. Why do you think the leaves are falling on the ground? The leaves are falling on the ground because after October starts the season of autumn. The poet says that during spring, new birds start to grow, which makes everything green around them, which means that there is a lot of greenery and lots of new flowers are blooming. The poet further says that when the moon comes in the sky, they create a soothing breeze as if they are singing a lullaby. Do you know what a lullaby is? A lullaby is a sweet song that anyone sings to us when we are sleeping. Lullaby is especially sung for small children. Lullaby helps to put children to sleep. The poet here thinks that trees are the kindest, and he says so because they never do anything for themselves. They always help others, and this is why they are a very important part of the environment. Children, do you also think that trees are kind? Can you think about one kind thing that you have done? Please tell your parents about this one thing. Children, today we will learn about degrees of comparison of adjectives. Do you remember what adjectives are? Adjectives are words that describe nouns. Degrees of comparison of adjectives are of three types. They are positive, comparative, and superlative. In positive, it is always a simple statement. In comparative degree, there is a comparison between two people or groups. In superlative degree, there is a comparison of more than two people. Sounds confusing? Let me simplify it for you. For example, the word strong will be positive. The word stronger will be comparative. And the word strongest will be superlative. Still confused? Let me make it simple for you. He is strong. This is a positive sentence. He is stronger than him. This would be a comparative degree because the word strong becomes stronger here. Why do you think that happens? That is happening because one boy is being compared with the other boy. That is two people. Correct? Now, when I say he is the strongest of all, here it is superlative degree. Why? Because there is a comparison between more than two people. Now, let's do an activity. In this activity, you will see a few words on your screen. You have to write down the positive, the comparative and the superlative degree for these words. I will give you an example so that you understand this better. The first word given here is kind. Now, where do you think I should place kind? Yes, the word kind will be placed in positive degree. What would be the comparative form of kind? Yes, it would be kinder. And now lastly, what do you think will be the superlative form of kind? Yes, it will be kindest. Now that you have understood this, let's try doing this with other words. The third option is near. So, its comparative degree would be nearer and its superlative degree would be nearest. In the fourth option, we have the comparative degree word, which is finer. Here, the positive degree would be fine and the superlative degree will be finest. In the fifth column, we have the word earliest, which is superlative degree. So, its positive degree would be early and its comparative degree will be earlier. The sixth word is in the positive column, which is small. Comparative degree of small will be smaller and its superlative degree will be smallest. The seventh word is faster. So, its positive degree would be fast and its superlative degree would be fastest. The last word is high. Its comparative degree will be higher and its superlative degree would be highest. Now, let's do another activity. But here, we will use the word more for comparative degree and the word most for superlative degree. I will explain this in detail. For example, if the sentence is, I am successful, its comparative degree would be, I am more successful than her. Its superlative degree would be, I am the most successful of all. Sounds easy? Let's try this with the other words. The first word given here is ancient. Its comparative degree will be more ancient, and its superlative degree will be most ancient. The second word is special. Its comparative degree will be more special, and its superlative degree will be most special. The third word is significant. Its comparative degree will be more significant, and its superlative degree will be most significant. The fourth word is advanced. Its comparative degree will be more advanced, and its superlative degree will be most advanced. The last word is accurate. Its comparative degree will be more accurate, and its superlative degree will be most accurate. Children, I hope you were able to get all of these answers correct. Children, I hope you enjoyed the activities. Now, it's time for you to sit back and relax as I tell you a story. The name of the story is The Woodcutter of Gura, and it's written by Veena Seshadri. Once upon a time, a woodcutter set out of his house to collect some firewood. He kept walking and went deep inside the jungle, and he finally found the tree. He perched himself on that tree, and he was thinking which branch he should cut. Then he thought that he should cut the branch on which he was sitting. While the woodcutter was cutting the branch that he was sitting on, there came a priest. The priest saw this, and he told the woodcutter that this is not the way you should cut a tree. But the woodcutter was very stubborn, and he still continued to cut the tree. The priest warned him, and he told him that if you cut the tree this way, you could fall and die. But the woodcutter did not listen to the priest, and he continued to chop the tree. And suddenly there was a loud crack. And can you guess what happened next? The branch fell on the ground, and along with the branch, the woodcutter also fell down. Now, the woodcutter remembered what the priest had said. The priest had told him that if the woodcutter continues to cut the branch this way, the branch could fall and the woodcutter could die. Now, woodcutter thought that the priest was a wise man. So, obviously, what he said would be true. So, the woodcutter thought that he was dead. Can you guess what he did? He closed his eyes and laid on the ground, thinking that he was dead. After a while, the woodcutter's friends saw the woodcutter lying on the ground. They tried to wake him up by nudging him. They also tried splashing water on his face, but the woodcutter still would not wake up. They also tried lifting him so that they could take him to the village. But the woodcutter still did not move. Now, they decided to carry the woodcutter and take him to the village. But at this moment, the woodcutter shouted at them, "Carry my axe," he said. And the friends thought that he is such a clever man. Now, the friends reached at a fork path. They were confused. Some were saying that they should go right, while some thought that they should go left. With all this argument, the woodcutter got irritated. He sat up and he shouted at his friends. He pointed at the direction. His friends were very impressed. They thought that even though he is dead, he is still alive here. Soon, Woodcutter and his friends reached the woodcutter's house. When they tried going inside the house, they saw that the house was empty. Now, the woodcutter's friends were again confused as to what to do. While they were thinking, Woodcutter got irritated. He got up and he said, "Send for my wife, of course, you idiots." The woodcutter's friends sent for his wife, and she finally reached their home. She was crying and wailing. Along with the woodcutter's wife, some villagers also came, and they all started wondering what has happened. The wife asked the woodcutter's friends as to what had happened. The friends replied that the branch fell on the woodcutter's head and he died. The woodcutter got up again and he said, "No, no, no, I fell from the branch." The woodcutter's wife was confused. How could he be speaking if he is dead? Hearing this, the woodcutter's friends told his wife to be respectful towards the dead. Now, the woodcutter's wife was getting irritated. She said, "You fools, he is alive." The woodcutter got irritated and he told everything to his wife what the priest had said. Hearing this, woodcutter's friends thought that his wife should know how to respect the dead. Now, along with woodcutter, even his wife was getting irritated. She thought that just like her husband, even his friends are fools. Now, even the woodcutter got irritated. He got up and he told his wife everything that the priest told him. Now the wife realized what a foolish man she had married. She asked him, "Did the priest see you after you fell down?" "No, right?" Now the woodcutter realized what a big mistake he had done. He gets up, he picks up his axe and he goes into the forest to collect firewood. Children, I hope you enjoyed this story. Now, for today's homework, I would request you to draw a colorful poster with a slogan to save trees. I hope you enjoyed today's session and I will see you in our next session. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye.